day, and I've just dropped off a student that's just taken her driving test. That's the last test for me for this year, for 2025. And the girl that I've just took up the test, I spoke about on one of my YouTube videos back in July, because I was just picking her up from her first lesson, and I'd already taken her brother to test, who had passed his test first time with a clean sheet. And I was saying, basically the video was talking about the fact that siblings learn differently with everything. You know, you might be really good at maths and your brother might be absolutely rubbish, but your brother might be really good at cooking and you might burn everything that you do. Everybody's different, aren't they? So I did a video just to basically talk about the differences when you're learning to drive, how your sibling might do well but you might find it a struggle. And I was on the way to picking up this girl at the time. But the girl that I've had, like I say, her brother passed first time, clean sheet, and this time picking her up for the first lesson, turns out she was a textbook student. She picked everything up just so well, and so we obviously got her a test date booked and she's taken it this morning, and she's gone and passed first time, and she's gone and passed with a clean sheet. So that's two siblings, both have passed first time and both have passed with a clean sheet. But I'll tell you something that happened this morning, because the examiner was chatting to the student when they were announcing that they passed, and the examiner turned around to me and she said, that has got to be, without doubt, the best candidate that I've ever seen come up here. She said the driving was absolutely amazing. It was doing, you know, she was in and out, she got on with it, absolutely lovely, clean sheet, well deserved. And it's just such a shame that we can't just sponge what you've just done there and put that into other candidates that come up here and have that same standard. So a massive pat on the back for that girl, who does suffer a little bit with anxiety. The fact that she's gone up there, she's passed first time, she's passed with a clean sheet, has had a massive compliment like that. I mean, I've had the odd examiner that said that's a really lovely drive. Never have I had that sort of comment being told to my student. And that, when I have days where I think with everything that's going on with getting the driving tests, all the other lousy drivers on the road that are sitting on your backside, all the hassle with everything at the moment, and you think, oh God, is this maybe the time where I should be thinking about retiring or get another job? And then you get a day like today and it makes you know that you're doing the right job, that you're out there no matter what, you're taking up students that are to a high standard and that they're coming back and producing a result like
the video
that.
Is locked.
It's been a great year for me, 2025, and it's the first year in my career of teaching that I've actually had a 100% pass rate. Every student that I've taken up this year first time, and I reckon most probably the minor fault, driving faults that they've got on those tests, most probably, with all of them put together, most probably doesn't even go over 15. Low driving faults. I think I've had one or two other clean sheets this year. But it tells me then that what I'm doing is right. It shows me that where I'm, you know, getting a whole year with not one person fail. I think I had one person fail last year, and I had one person fail the year before. So that's basically in 3 years I've had 2 fails. And you know, I pride myself on doing more, making sure that I'm taking my students up with not just enough to scrape through that driving test, to make sure that I'm equipping them well so that when they go out in the car, which that girl is going to be doing within the next couple of hours. Her mum that I knew from school, I know that I've done my job properly and that girl's going to be sensible, got the right attitude, go out on that road and hopefully will stay safe. Because if I didn't put all of that work in and I took somebody up and they were just mediocre and then they went and had an accident a few months later or something and wrote off their car, I'd never forgive myself for not putting the right amount of work in. So high quality, because we're having deaths on the road all the time. I mean, I'm on a busy dual carriageway at the moment and this road is renowned. You know, nearly every week you see come up on a community page that there's another accident. And yes, you get the odd, and you might get the odd mechanical failure that could cause an accident. But the majority of time that these accidents are happening on these roads is because of the drivers. The drivers aren't reading the road. They're possibly scraping through the test and not really good enough. And some of the other drivers that have been driving a long time, the standard's just not up, you know, it's not high enough. So yeah, today, a good day for me. It's an end of 2025 with 100% pass rate, a girl passing her first time with clean sheet, her sibling did exactly the same, and that to me, yeah, that's a great week and a great year. For anybody that's learned with me this year, that's still watching my videos, choosing me, and if you're a parent and you're watching this and you've chosen for me to teach your teenager, then thank you for entrusting me with your precious children, and yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas.